Earlier in the year we settled the Centennial Plaza Shopping Centre in Cooma in New South Wales as the asset for our CA25 trust. Since we took it over, we've done what we usually do when we take over a new asset. We spend a lot of time talking to the tenants, looking at what's important to them, and making a meaningful difference early on. We like to go in and make sure that people know they've got new owners who are going to be beneficial to them. So in Cooma, we went there and we found particularly that in the underground car park there'd been a massive infestation of bird life, mainly pigeons. So we were looking for a solution to relocate the birds basically, and we did a fair bit of research and found that there were a series of technologies that we could use to humanely move the birds on. So first of all, there's loud noise. There's noise generating machines which we've installed in the basement, so during the evening hours when they're likely to come there, they're disturbed by the noise. And the second thing is laser lights which move basically laser beams around the basement, which also interestingly disturbs the birds. So we're able to use those two technologies to basically convince the birds to go somewhere else. And that's been terrific because once the birds are gone, we can then go through the process of cleaning up the mess that's been left by them over probably a number of years, I'd guess. So we've now gone through the process of cleaning and hygienically treating the basement. When we took over the building, the garage door wasn't even working, so we've had that repaired. So now the basement is clean, pristine, and the birds are gone. So that's the sort of thing that tenants really notice. So that's the first thing we've done. Secondly, we were also able to complete a negotiation process with Australia Post to get them to come into the building as an important tenant. Now, as you can imagine, Australia Post gives us a lot of footfall in the centre. It brings a lot of people in, and they were in a building, a sort of Victorian era building on the edge of town. So now they've been able to come into basically what's the centre of the town and bring all their traffic with us. So it's certainly a win-win both for the centre and for Australia Post. And they're in and trading now, so that's another early win for the centre. Another thing that's happened at Cooma, which was again the sort of thing that you don't necessarily think about in centres like this. When we first started doing our due diligence, we'd walk in and see it was really kind of dark inside the mall area. And you think, well, okay, how are we going to deal with that? And we eventually come up with the idea of, well, how about we replace the light bulbs? So literally, we went through and replaced all the light bulbs with a slightly higher wattage, lower energy bulb, and it's like night and day. Sorry for the pun, but that's literally how it's come out with the new lighting. So basically, those three things have transformed the experience of the centre for most of the people who work there, and certainly the people who visit. So we think that's a real win for the CA25 Trust in its early time.